The war host of Craftworld Alaitoc stands ready in the grim red dust of this Martian desert, which is the new terrain we are building for our forthcoming epic campaign. Painted in blue and yellow, this army has grown over the decades, a mix of 1990s classics, eBay rescues, and gifts. Now let's start with the Titans, the Eldar Phantom. They're tall, elegant, and deadly. They must keep moving to benefit from their holofield saves, and I think that defines Eldar tactics across the army. Supporting them are these dreadnoughts. Moving on to vehicles, pop-up attacks from Falcons can snipe targets with precision. Just remember to concentrate your fire on one target at a time. The prison cannon and the warp hunters have high potential, but are swingy, so I usually only field a few of these. And then the wave serpents. Essential to get the aspect warriors to where they need to be. Their energy wave fields block missiles and deal devastating damage on the charge. The Tempests are heavier grav-tanks, mixing mobility and firepower. 3 of mine are original, but these 3 here are missing their turrets. These were eBay rescues. And finally, the artillery. The army list lacks barrage weapons for Eldar, favouring precision and movement, and these offer cheap firepower. The jet bikes are my favourites. Their speed causes panic in opponents. They draw a lot of fire, but they keep the real heavy hitters safe early on. And now to the infantry. This force is Guardian heavy. Adeptus law supports that. These are backed up by plenty of aspect warriors. Swooping hawks, scorpions, harlequins. I've seen my scorpions chew through terminators. And the exarchs provide punch and mobility, but they attract barrages, so deployment is key. Scouts or rangers are crucial. I always run max scouts to establish board control early, and they're the soul of Alaitoc strategy. The dreadnoughts, what we now call Wraith Lords, are painted with a Wraithbone scheme. They've never performed particularly well for me, so I field them sparingly. And at the centre, the Avatar of Cain, the original metal model from the Renegades expansion. It always features in my lists. I try and deploy it out of line of sight so it can reach combat before being targeted. And last up, the unfinished. Plenty of Falcons and infantry still need paint. My brother found me another Titan, as well as some Scout Titans, and I'm looking forward to building these. Painting isn't finished, but the force plays well. The biggest challenge will be making a couple of heads for these Phantom Titans. I have at least 2 missing, so if you know of an STL, please drop it in the comments. And if you've got tips or thoughts, drop them in the comments as regards to how I should paint some of these unfinished and unbuilt and unpainted Guardians. I reckon I've got almost as many figures to paint as I've already got deployed on the table. So it'd be really great to hear what you think I should do. Should I start another Craftworld? Or should this be just an augmentation of my existing force? Well, thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. And sooner or later, I'll see you on the battlefield.